Hi guys, this is a quick video on how to present your Vectorworks plan for output. Now remembering that this is actually a to scale window, things will be the size they're supposed to be in the real world, and because of that it's not the ideal place to actually output from. So far you've been working solely in design layers. Now what I'd like you to do before we go into the layers is just to go and assign some classes. So just check that your instrument, your backline, things like that are inappropriate classes. And this is how you do it. So just go Tools, Organization. Actually, you know what? Let's go the easy way. Let's go Window, Palettes, Object Info. In your shape layer, select an object, and it'll say here class none. But let's move that into an audio class main, and we'll do that with the other amps as well. So we're going class, audio class main, and let's do that. So these objects don't have classes because they're just squares and labels. So we're changing that, and we're putting them in some way to organize them. So audio main. So now if we hid the class of audio main, those devices would disappear. Okay, so we can move on from that. We're going to deal with how to output the plan. So go Tools, Organization, Design Layers, and I just want you to make sure, absolutely sure, you're in a 20:1 design layer, and that's what you're working in. Incidentally, here's a list of all the classes in your file. So I'm just going to close that, and now we're going to output the plan. Grab the rectangle tool, drag a rectangle over the area you want to output. So you're going to effectively hide what you're outputting. Now this will change in a second. When the rectangle is selected, it should have an orange line around it. Go to View, Create Viewport. In Viewport, we're going to create it on a layer of a new sheet layer. And we're going to give that sheet layer a name, something that we can remember. Let's call it our print layer. Also make sure this Edit Properties After Creation box is checked. Hit OK, and OK, and OK again. So now we are actually not on our design layer. We've created a different sort of layer. This is called a sheet layer, and it's designed for printing and output. Now you'll notice there's a drawing scale down the bottom. Just double click that, go OK, delete it, and exit the viewport annotation. So this is what we're going to output. But before we do that, we're going to add a couple of small details for it. Now the first thing we're going to add to it is called a title block. I'm going to search for it. So we're going to call it, search for the Spotlight Simple Title Block. There it is there. We're going to put it in, let's put it in the top right corner. Click it again to place it. Go back to our arrow tool, and let's shrink it down to something that'll actually fit in that corner. Actually, let's put it in this corner. I'm actually going to rotate this as well. So I'm going to rotate left 90 degrees and put it in that corner. Just put it wherever it looks best. Now I'm going to add data to it. So I'm going to select it, and in the Object Info palette, go to Data, and here is the data for it. So the show is COVID Crash. It's actually not. It's actually Jigsaw Collective. It's drawn by M. Verno, and the date could be today. I'll just change that. I'll put a dot in there, and I like to put the file name in as well. So CUA PPM 401 X7 MV. So this will be the file name. So I'll copy that so I can paste it into the file name. So we're almost done. We're almost ready to output. We're going to put one more thing on. Called a sheet border. So we're going to go to our tool window here, to our tool sets, pick the DIMS Notes tool, which looks like a pen and ruler, go down to title block border, place this sheet border on the plan, select the sheet border, go back to our Object Info palette, go to title block border settings, And we're going to make the sheet border only 9mm instead of 13. So just go 9. It'll make it smaller. Maybe move that in a bit as well. Had 2 there for a second. And we're also going to change the zone grids. So we're going to go title block border settings again. Go to sheet zones grids, and we'll change vertical to 5. Actually, yeah, vertical to 5 and horizontal to 8. And that's much nicer. So I'm just going to zoom in again. And put that back in the corner. And now we're ready to output. Anything we do here doesn't propagate into our design layer. So it's only for output. So we're going to go File, Export PDF. Make sure this is checked here. Export the whole printable area as one page. 300 dpi is good. Go Export and save this PDF to the desktop. So there it is, ready and output.